Hello and warm welcome from ASMR Tech Support. Now today what we're going to be discussing is whether a website is legitimate or not. Now we're not going to be discussing about websites that are well established, let's say, such as Amazon and things like that, because we already know they're legitimate. And we're going to be talking more about websites that are third party that you may have to use if you can't find the product on the bigger websites. Now, this video isn't sponsored by anyone. I've just basically chose this at random. So the first thing I would do to check if a website is legitimate is go to the contacts page. Now on this particular website here, we can already see that there is a contacts page at the top on this breadcrumb trail here. But usually what I like to do is scroll to the bottom, and you can already see here that there is a contact button here at the bottom of the website, and most websites have. It's also got the address printed at the bottom here, which is a good sign. So I'll go ahead and click on this. Now it's brought me to a form. Now I don't particularly like seeing forms on web pages. I tend to like to see if there's a proper contact number on the web page. So on here you can see that there is a contact number to call them, and when we scroll down further, there is also a contact address here. Now another trick you could try if you wanted to go further into this is to cut and paste the postcode into Google, and you can see if their company is there. Now this technique isn't always foolproof because it might take you to their company offices rather than the actual company in some cases, but it's a good thing to try if you want to. And the next thing is to check if the website is secure. Now if the website is secure, there is a little padlock here at the side, and this padlock, if you click it, you can see, if I scroll over there, it says view site information. Now if I go ahead and click this, it tells me that the connection is secure and the certificate's valid. And if I click on the actual link here, you can see there's a HTTPS. So the HTTPS means it's a secure connection here. So you've got to check for this. I mean, this for me is a very good sign that the website is legitimate. Also, another thing which I look for on websites is the actual layout of the website. You have to say to yourself, does this layout seem professional or not? And sometimes if the layout isn't professional, I will just quickly back away from it. Even if it may be legit, I tend to feel that if the website doesn't have a particularly good layout, I won't trust it. Now, you can also look at website reviews, and see it through that way. You could see if the website has good reviews, and if it does, that's another good sign. You can also check the extension. Now this one has a .co.uk extension at the end, and if you're on a website that has maybe a .biz extension or a .info extension, they tend to be a few warning signs. I'd be looking for like things like a .com extension or a .org or a .gov extension or a .edu extension. They seem to be more legitimate extensions. Okay, so next I would be looking for, has the website got tons of pop-ups coming on it and tons of advertisements? I mean, it's okay if they're advertising their own product. Let's see here if it does. Let's see. Let's have a look. Alright, so they're advertising their own products here, which is fine. But if you've got a website which there's tons of pop-ups, especially tends to be more, let's say, inappropriate pop-ups, that's another warning sign to me that maybe this website, I wouldn't be putting my credit card details into it, to be quite honest. Next to check is the spelling on the website. Now, usually on pretty much all the legit websites, you're going to be picking up on the spelling and seeing if it's spelt correctly. If there's a lot of spelling errors, that for me would be another warning flag or warning sign that the website is maybe not the most legitimate of websites. Because you'd think with a bigger company or a legitimate company that the site would be spelt correctly and the spelling would be all correct. Now we can go further if we want to, and we can check the actual URL of the web page. What I mean by URL is the link here. We can put it into various other web pages to see if it's legitimate or not. So you can go for a Whois lookup. Now what a Whois lookup is, if you copy this link here, you just type in Whois into Google, and this is one that's run by domaintools.com. And now if we paste our link into here and click search, there we go, and what we get is a Whois record for the website. Now this gives you all the details about the website, their company information, the IP locations, where they're based in London, England, and you can get some valuable information about the website. That's it's quite technical. If you want a less technical layout here, that might give you an indication if the website is legitimate or not, is to again copy the link, and you can go on to Google's transparency report, and I'll put the link for this in the description of the video. So here you can check the site status by just pasting the URL in here. So I'll paste the website link here into this transparency report and click search. So it immediately tells me here that the current status is there's no unsafe content found. Now that's a very good sign for me, and it should be for you as well, to see that this website doesn't have any content that's dodgy or to be concerned about. So go back to our website. So we've checked the contact number, we've checked the postcode, we've checked the Whois, and we've checked it on Google's Transit Report, and everything on this website is looking legitimate. Now, if you've got a website that has 2 or 3 of them things come up, or even to be fair, even if one of them things is flagging up, then I would leave the website well alone and use something different. Just make sure that the website mainly has definitely these 2 things: a company address and a company postcode and an email for you to contact. Because if there's nowhere to contact, you've got no comeback on anything, and you can't contact that company at all. So I think that is all the tips really to see if the website is legitimate or not. So stay safe on the internet, and I will see you next time.